What's going on, everybody? Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining us for anything and everything rock and roll. Of course, with a little bit of ADD. I'm Zach.
I'm TJ.
And I'm Robin.
And you're listening to Rock Detention.
I don't feel sorry.
Gentlemen, how are we?
Always good, man.
Always good.
I'm surprised we remembered how to do that.
Yeah.
It's like riding a bike, man. It's like riding a bike. I don't know what accent that is that I just did, but I feel like it would say, killer! Maybe.
Surfer dude?
Yeah.
Surfer.
It just makes me think
my surfer accent.
It makes me think of the fish from SpongeBob. Like whenever they go to the beach, there's always that one fish that's like the surfer bro.
And then you got Larry the Lobster.
Yep. Well, he's
always muscle man.
That's the weightlifting like beach body guy. But there's that one fish that always is like, oh, gnarly dude.
Gnarly.
Brought to you by Waterloo.
Absolutely.
What a burger.
Waterloo and what a burger. We love you, Waterloo. Please sponsor us. Love your products. Whataburger.
The double W.
I don't think Whataburger sponsors people, but I wish they would sponsor us because
No, dude, we don't need that in our lives.
We'd be fat.
Yeah. Left-handed toast. Hello.
Cheers.
That's really good. I tried a new tequila, and I'm not going to throw anyone under the table. But somebody at the liquor store, I won't say the liquor store name, they told me, like, yeah, man, I've been to all the distilleries, and this is the best one. And I was like, okay, well, you know, you're a good seller. So I went for it. I got there in Yeho, and it's all right, but it's not Z Tequila. It's not Avion 44. It's not Don Julio 1942. Any of you want to sponsor us, we'd love to have you.
Oh, absolutely.
But
I would never sell out to corporations.
thank you, Wayne. I appreciate that. So, what have we been up to, boys? Robin, what's give me your last 2 weeks in a nutshell.
Lots of work, which has been great. Playing back at Eddie V's.
Cool. Weekly, nightly.
Yeah. At least 2 nights a week. Usually
That's
3.
Wonderful, dude.
And then starting a show. Another like we're gonna test it out. We're gonna shoot the pilot episode on the 27th, and
cool.
But it'll be live. It'll be live at the Elephant Room, which is a jazz club here in Austin, and
Very famous and old jazz club.
Yeah, it's 30 years old this year. 31 years old this year.
Almost as old as us.
Yes.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was like an Austin staple, like
it is
from
an
the
Austin
70s.
staple. No, not from the 70s.
From the 70s.
Oh, no, unfortunately. But it feels like it is. They've done a great job at, letting it
Preserving old Austin.
Yeah, preserving that old feel. But yeah, so I'm working on that. We shoot the pilot episode of it on the 27th, and I'll be hosting the show.
That's awesome.
So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to
You
see
should
this brainchild of mine and my dad's come true. So
absolutely. I mean, dude, nothing's better than getting to work with your pops.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. But and then I'm also working on recording my EP, slowly getting that done. Hoping for a November, hoping to release the first single in November. So we'll see. We'll see what it does.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, dude. I'm really excited for you on this TV show that you're gonna be, I guess, producing, or are you hosting? What?
Kind of all of the above. The only thing I'm not doing is, because I legitimately don't know how to do it, is actually shoot the thing. So I'll be recording the audio.
Sure.
I'll be recording the audio and editing it, and then I'll be hosting. So I'll be on camera.
Dude.
And then
hey man. Whether you think so or not, doing this podcast for the last year, which everybody, our 1-year anniversary is coming up. I'm really excited to.
August 13th.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's on a Friday. We're at least gonna pop in and say what up to you guys. Probably won't be a full episode, but
yeah, we haven't decided.
I can't believe this has been a year, man. Bros.
Yeah.
It's almost a year. That's crazy, man. It's been like, it's gone by so fast and yet so slow at the same time.
Sure.
And I can't believe that this is episode 1 of season 3.
Really? Okay. Wow. I'll
Yeah.
be dang.
So we are 38 episodes in.
That's nuts.
This is episode 38. And,
Well,
yeah.
We have a lot of exciting news to share with y'all. We can't share it yet, but there's a lot of things in the works. Lots of guests we're lining up. There's it's a really cool thing that's on the back burner right now.
Knock on wood. We hope it.
Yeah.
We hope it comes true.
Oh my gosh.
So.
I'll give y'all one clue. I'll just say Minneapolis, and we'll leave it at that.
We're all gonna do it live from TJ's basement.
Yes.
Hey. Well, cat's out of the bag. It was too exciting to share.
Oh shoot.
But yeah, we'll get there, and that's gonna be a fun one. I hope that all comes true, and yeah, we got guests coming up. TJ, what have you been up to? It looks like you've changed locations.
I got the big comfy couch now. And the lighting was better on my face over here, so. Same basement, different area.
Oh, okay. So you were there last week, or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago, or.
Yeah.
So what are you? Is this week 5?
Oh. At least a month. At least
Yeah.
4 weeks.
She hadn't kicked you out yet. Congrats, bro. Cheers to
yet.
y'all.
At least got 2 podcasts in, or 1 and a quarter.
Yeah. I mean, she could kick him out halfway through this podcast, so.
True. That'd be the first time. I
Yeah.
think anyone's got kicked out.
That you've been kicked out on a podcast?
I think.
I just realized. There we go. I was like,
Oh, but
I looked down at the screen on here, and I'm like, the whole screen, and then my head's like right here.
yeah, but see, now I can I don't see your forehead. I just see your your
Well,
glasses.
they see my forehead because they're seeing a different camera, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Always
Oh.
focused on yourself, Robin.
I'm
Yeah.
focused on the audience. I want to give the audience the best. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Is
Grow
there-
your hair out.
And already, I'm not gonna grow my hair out.
Well,
It's not happening.
You're missing out.
It's too hot here for long hair.
no. That's what ponytails are for.
Yeah.
Oh
What about a man bun, bud? Bun,
God,
man.
no. You couldn't pay me enough to do a man bun. Okay. You
Whoa.
could
Well, now we
probably-
just lost all of our
Man
man
buns.
bun listeners.
What? Why?
You offended them.
I said that I won't be in a man bun. You can wear a man bun. That's fine. I'm not gonna be in one. You have to pay me a lot to be a man bun. So,
I man
money
bun my hair
talks.
when I shower, so I don't
but
get
see,
my hair wet.
that's practical. That makes sense to do that then.
That's a practical man bun.
Yeah, because you
Hey,
don't want to get your hair wet. Makes sense.
Yeah. TJ, do you man bun it in the bathroom? In the
I
bathroom?
actually have it down, and then I'm like the opposite. I put it up in a little man bun after the gym with a hat on, and then later in the day, my hair's nice and ta-da.
wavy. So you must wash your hair every time you shower.
No, I don't. I mean, the shampoo's there. I have the option, but I'll at least rinse it. I don't like wash it.
You just put water through it.
Yeah, a lot of times during lockdown, like last year, it was like pretty much dry shampoo every day. Beach Babe, sponsor us.
Yeah, bitch, babe. I don't know, man. I'll have to try it when we come out to Minneapolis.
Toasted
Dude.
coconut.
So unfortunately, so I'm supposed to go to Minneapolis this weekend to see Mr. TJ. But dude, those prices keep hiking up. But Rob and I were looking at prices earlier today, and from Austin it's like $87, and from Nashville it's only $57. It's crazy.
Later
Yeah.
on,
On South-
later on in the year, not right now. Like right now,
On
if I wanted to fly tomorrow to Minneapolis from Austin, it's like $400.
Well, and Zach's favorite airline, Southwest, 50% off for their 50th anniversary.
No, dude, that's a bunch of hocus pocus.
Oh no,
I
there's got to be some good flights, but it looked like I read the fine print. It was like September to October or something.
Well,
Yeah, well,
great.
I-
Now we're never gonna have Southwest on. Thanks a lot, guys.
I actually didn't say anything bad.
yeah, I
That-
just said it's
Yeah.
kind of expensive
Zach,
right
And
now.
actually,
You
Zach
said
was
that's Hocus
just
Pocus,
talking
buddy.
about a
You were
Disney
not.
classic, Hocus Pocus. That was
Hey, man.
Okay, I get it. So if I say something negative, it's my fault.
exactly.
Pretty
Got it.
much. Pretty much.
Got it. All right.
Well, that was fun, guys.
I have a
Good to be back.
totally,
We'll see
I
you
have
later.
a totally original question that I completely thought of, and that no one else that we know thought of this question. But if we were to make a super group out of certain, pick, I can't even get all the way through the question without.
Way to
laughing.
go, pal. You also forgot to ask me what I've been up to for 3 weeks, but that's cool, dude.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, cool
I
story,
didn't really
bro.
get much in, so whatever.
Okay, fine.
I was at Red Rocks on Friday.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you and
See, that's
you and Tosh
that's one-
were in Colorado, right?
I was for a few days. Quick little.
We was?
I was.
Oh, I heard we was.
No, I was. We was.
Okay.
We was would work though. Worked.
Well, were, but I mean, who's counting?
I don't know. Yeah, anyways, yeah, Red Rocks. If you haven't been, you gotta go.
It's a dream of mine to play there. I'd love to go see a concert there, but I'd much rather
That'd be
play
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great time, and you could get a nice workout in if you climb the steps up and down.
there. Sure.
Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
literally earn every beer there.
Well, that's nice. Where did y'all stand, or sit, or frolic?
Did you see a show or did you just go?
Saw the Revivalists.
Okay.
What's their big song? Hey, ho.
That's
No,
the Lumineers.
Well, I'm close.
I don't know names of their songs. I just know their songs, and
Okay.
they're
Go
just
ahead
a
and hum it
great
for us.
band live. I can't even.
I
I'm trying to
can't.
think of their. I'm trying to think of the big one, but I can't.
Even.
I couldn't even hum it if I tried.
Okay. Well,
But they were awesome live. They covered Tom Petty and they covered Bruce Springsteen while I was there.
Ooh, which Springsteen song and Petty song?
Born to Run.
Of course they did.
And then Tom Petty was. Well, I can't think of it. Was it American Girl?
Why does everybody play American Girl?
That's what. I could be wrong.
See, I think
No,
Running Down
never
the
mind.
Okay.
I'm off. I had to think real quick. Refugee.
Oh, okay. I don't hear that one covered all that often. But I hear American Girl. I love that song, but I hear it all the time covered by people.
Do you ever hear people cover "Running Down a Dream"?
No.
That's my favorite.
That's a great song.
Running down a dream.
I think I've heard a cover, but I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I hear American Girl is the one I hear the most. Free Fallin', I hear all the time. Obviously, I think that's probably got to be his most popular song. And then because I play with Dave Scher and he does Learning to Fly all the time, which I love his version of Learning to Fly.
Can you go ahead and hum that for us?
Yeah, I was,
There you go, Robin.
I was trying to think of the actual verse.
Learning to fly.
Yeah, because it's because I'm learning
But I ain't got
to
wings.
fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Yeah, that's the
familiar.
chorus, but that's one of his.
Right
That's a great one.
It-
Um,
You just reminded me of that scene in what's the one with Sean William Scott and Rudd, and they role models.
yeah, I was about to say
All I
role
can rock
models.
from like 2 to 4.
And they're at that first meeting, and that guy that's like really excited to be there starts singing, and they're like, yeah, that's not even a song. You know what I'm
Yeah. The
Take
is
me
this
down to the river, or something like
like that. That's not a song.
that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's actually one of their hits.
Yep. Sturdy wings.
Wings. That's it. There you go, man.
Oh my God.
Cool, dude. Do you even travel a lot, homie? Isn't that like your second Denver trip in 3 weeks?
Yeah, I'm going back in August too.
Must be nice.
Are you thinking about moving
Oh,
there?
it's cheap. No, I don't think so. It is nice there though. But I think I'm still stoned from being there, and I didn't even do anything.
Altitude.
It's just in the air.
Oh, did you smell weed while you were there?
Oh yeah.
Right on.
I mean, it is legal there. Zach, what have you been doing? Where you been? What
Ah,
have you been
that's
up
never
to?
ask. Well, I'm back in Nashville. It's wonderful. I do love it here. It's a really cool city. Lots and lots of rehearsals and practices. I've been playing with this newer artist named Cody Parks in the Dirty South. I am, I guess, part of the Dirty South because I am not Cody Parks. lots of rehearsals for that show. We just got back from Washington. We flew into Seattle, and then the show was actually in Shelton, and we were staying in Olympia, which is the capital. And now, let me tell y'all something. You would think that the capital of a city would be bumping, right? Because we got in on a Thursday, okay, and we went and ate on the water. It was beautiful, had a great meal. And then afterwards, we just wanted to find a bar to hang out at. And everything closed at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
The capital city on a Thursday. So I don't know. That kind of creeps me out a little bit. Cool story, though. Friday, we played our first show. It was kind of rained out, so we cut it kind of short. And the owner of the racetrack that we were playing at took us out to dinner at this place called Buzz's. And y'all are thinking, Zach, why are you telling me this story? I'll tell you why.
Do they have buzz buttons?
I just think that every time you tell him a story.
That was good timing, Robin. Like, that was a good burn. I'm not laughing, but it was funny. That was good. So anyway, you're learning, dude. So we get to Buzz's, and I'm like, is your finger hurting?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
right on. Oh, there it is. Hey. So we get to this bar, and I'm like, I'm having deja vu right now. We go in, and I look to the right, and dude, I have been to this bar on the Michael Jackson tour. It is in some random ass podunk in the middle of nowhere, okay? Like in between Olympia and where the racetrack is, so it's in the middle of nowhere. And we stumbled in there on the what am I doing with my hands? We stumbled in there on a Michael Jackson tour like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's one of those places you think, I'm never gonna see this place again. And then sure enough, that's where we end up the other night. It was crazy because what are the odds, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, love Buzz's. We'll definitely be going back when we go back. Food was amazing. The show was super fun at this racetrack. I'll be back in a week and a half. We're playing the MotoGP, which are the street bike races. And tune in on TV, folks, because you may or may not see me play the national anthem. So that'll be fun.
There you go. So is that all Cody Parks in the Dirty South going back?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was a hoot, man. It's a good group of dudes.
I've seen a show at a racetrack once. They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played at a racetrack once.
Coda?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I played out at Coda.
Did at
For the
360?
Yeah, for the Willie Nelson picnic.
Dog, you played like the main stage.
No. We played
Okay.
the second there, so there were two. It was still a massive stage, but they had two. They had the main stage, which the bigger artists played on that much later.
Sure.
They started.
Hey.
I think the bigger artists started at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, but they had a whole slew of artists before that. But yeah, it was still like a massive stage at Coda.
That's
So-
awesome, dude. Congrats, man.
Yeah, it was
That's
fun.
wonderful.
It was a lot of fun.
I have yet to be out to Coda. I've seen lots of pictures. It looks incredible.
It's really weird, much like most outdoor amphitheaters, but so it's really great if you're sitting in the bowl area, like in front of the thing, but then there's like a lawn that goes up backward, like up behind it. So you've got the stage, and then you've got like all like the bowl seating, kind of it's all going out like that, and then behind the seating you have like this giant grass area. So we were sitting on the grassy area way in the back for I want to say like it was Eric Church, I think, who was the big headliner that day.
Cool.
And the wind picked up, so it would be, you'd start hearing like the guitar to be like in your face, awesome. It'd be like, and the wind would come through and it'd go. It was like this weird like sound effect thing.
That's
yeah.
So I didn't. I mean, I feel stupid saying this, but I did not realize that wind would have that much of an effect on.
Yeah, it was really
sound waves.
It was really weird. It was really
Huh.
weird. Yeah.
Cool.
So and
That's
it
interesting.
didn't sound so much like it was like blowing the sound waves away, but it was like creating something that the sound waves again had to go through.
Sure. Like almost putting a filter on it.
Yeah, in a sense, it was really interesting. But yeah,
That's neat.
that's my 360
pretty neat.
theater story.
So now on to you, Robin. Did you look into any more of some of these like singer songwriter rounds that are coming to Austin?
I've looked into a couple of them, but I just haven't had a chance to go out there with the Elephant Room thing and Eddie V's opening back up and
Sure, understandable.
my recordings. No.
You had mentioned something a few days ago that you had
I'm
an
going
event.
after this tonight. There's a
Gotcha.
songwriters round tonight that I'm going afterwards to go to.
And is this one of the? Did you say
No, this
two
is new.
songwriters?
I didn't know about this one until recently. So this is now the third one that I know.
And then
of.
yours will be the fourth.
No, I don't know if I'm going to do that one. I don't know if I'm going to start mine. I may do it, but I want to see this Elephant Room thing get going.
Sure.
The EP. I want the EP kind of in the can before I start thinking of another project to do.
Sure.
Plus, I need a location. That's the big thing.
Understandable. Well, I hope you at least become a regular at one of those.
Oh yeah, I think this one.
Singer-song-
This one I'm going to tonight is Mozart's at Mozart's Coffee House.
Dude.
So and it's
I
that beautiful
love Mozart's.
that beautiful outdoor deck overlooking the water. Yeah, that's where it is. So it's gonna be great.
Dude, Mozart's is awesome.
Yeah,
Great coffee. And if you go there, their oat milk is legit.
yeah, dude. They have so they have these like desserts that
If
can
you say
get.
hot chocolate,
Well, first of all, they do have delicious hot chocolate, but no, they also have an amazing selection of tea because I don't drink coffee, so
touche.
You're missing out.
it puts me to sleep.
No, that's not how it works.
Yes,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's how it works for me. That's why,
Dude, you're wired funny, man.
I am wired different. That's how it works. But yeah, like if I drink, if I drink a whole thing of 5 Hour Energy, I will fall asleep. I have to drink it in like quarters. Yeah.
So,
Dude,
like,
I am not a drug user, but
1.25 hour energy.
I,
every sip.
but dude, I would go as far to say you should probably never try drugs
That's why I
because
really haven't
it
done
may
anything.
kill you
I don't think it'd kill me. Just have a different. I mean,
or an opposite effect. I don't know. That's scary,
so
man.
like
But then again,
so when I took so when I was in high school, people were just convinced that I was ADD, and I'm not.
aren't you?
No, I'm not. So they put me on a drug called Concerta, which was basically the next stage of, I believe, Ritalin. It was like the next thing. So there was there's Ritalin.
Related to Viagra.
What?
I think Concerta and Viagra are very similar.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, that's Cialis. Sorry.
But
That would explain the weird high school days.
yeah. Oof. But so
Science
As
was
he's
never the
sitting there
same.
like
so
this.
I'm standing there doing this. The bottle was this big. So they gave me Concerta, and it's supposed to calm you down. It's supposed to make you focus, just like Adderall or Ritalin was supposed to help you. It didn't. I would sit there and be like, just like I would literally be shaking in my seat because it had so much energy that it was just like, after about 2 or 3 days of this, I'm like, I don't want to do this. This is dumb. I'm not doing this anymore. And yeah, I just have an adverse, like, or not an adverse effect, but I just have kind of the opposite effect of certain things. Like Coca-Cola makes me tired. I don't know what Coke does. I don't know what cocaine does, but Coca-Cola makes me tired. Really?
Wonderful.
Okay. That joke didn't work. All right.
It's okay, dude.
Yeah, if I did
90% of the
Coke,
things I say don't work.
If I did Coke, there's no way. I'd probably go to sleep like Robin. I get enough energy as it is.
Yeah.
I've been told by I mean obviously being in the music industry, there
As
are
I go like this with my nose.
there are people in our world that partake, and I've been told in several occasions that no one. They said, dude, you would probably, with how much energy, because I'm very hyper and have a lot of energy. I've been told multiple times that, like, dude, you'd probably have a heart attack if you tried Coke. So I have no desire to try it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Any
this is the most rock and roll podcast.
anything.
I feel like
over-
we're
yeah.
advertising Dare right now. I should be wearing a Dare shirt.
Oh God. McGruff the crime dog.
Oh my God.
Steel Panther has a shirt that says "Say perhaps to drugs."
That's fantastic. Perhaps. Yeah, I think the only thing that I've really ever been like, and it's funny because it's grown as I've gotten older. When I was a kid, I had no interest in trying weed at all. Like, I never wanted to partake in it. I'm good. I didn't like the smell of it. And then slowly, as I've gotten older, I've grown accustomed to the smell. I like actually like the smell now, and I've still never done it. I'm going, maybe I should.
Well, you
try
can do it
this.
in like any form now too. You can get
Yeah.
a sucker, you can get a gummy, you can get a
Sure.
chocolate bar.
I mean, dude, if Willie Nelson invites you on his bus,
absolutely.
you better effing do it.
Oh, if Willie Nelson or Snoop Dogg or someone like that ever hands me a joint, I'm gonna be like, absolutely.
Seriously.
I would want to make sure there's a bed or something nearby. Like I knew I was gonna be safe because like
Yeah.
I feel like whatever they would have.
The other thing that I've been very interested in is like peyote or mushrooms, and to have like a psych trip thing.
Great.
But do it in like the company of good people who are not going to let me get hurt or be stupid.
No thanks.
With Nerf
No
guns?
desire.
No Nerf guns. I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, no, dude. I have zero desire, but have fun, dude. Tell me how it goes.
Oh, when I first moved into the place that I live right now, some friends of ours, they were having a party, and they had a bowl of gummy bears that they had gotten, and I was just like, cool, gummy bears. And I went and like picked up a whole gummy bear, and they were fairly larger than normal gummy bears, and so I almost like started to eat this whole gummy bear, and the guy was like, no, like, don't eat that. He's like, if you're gonna eat it, like cut like a little piece of the head off and just eat the head, just eat that little piece. He's like, because that's like loaded.
So these were funny bears.
Yeah, these were not regular gummy bears like I thought they were.
Oh, Robin, let me give you a little tidbit, little hint in life. If you go to an adult party and there's gummy bears, they're probably not gummy bears.
That is not true, because I have been to many a party where there are gummy bears and they are gummy bears.
Okay, well, I have not. TJ, can you back me up here?
I guess we just frequent different parties.
I mean, if it's all red ones, I get it. They're really good.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if there's different colors, I don't know.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh, we almost started talking about something.
I mean, I would say that we. What do you mean we almost started talking about something?
Oh yeah, when Robin took Tasha's idea.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Tosh had a really good question.
Well, y'all aren't gonna like my answer, but go on.
Okay, so Tosh had the beautiful question of if you could create a supergroup, who would be in it? So we're gonna start with Zach because you've built this one up now.
Well, the reason you're not gonna like my answer is because you can have all the greatest. I'm just getting technical.
No, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
Get
cut you off,
technical.
but I was gonna say we could you gotta think like, is this person gonna get along with this person? Like I'm talking, let's get some deep thought here.
Exactly. And I'm here to tell y'all, and for those of you who aren't musicians, the hang and the chemistry in a band, that's where the magic happens. Not the musicianships. You could have the best musicians in the world and put them in a room together and it sound like garbage.
Yeah.
But you could have mediocre musicians and it just clicks. So I'm sorry to shit on the idea, but okay, fine, I'll play along. But it already exists. And it's basically Ozzy live at Budokan.
But that would be Ozzy live at Budokan. They're all playing his music, aren't they? Weren't they?
Yes, of course. But like that's my super group. I love that drummer, Michael Borden, and you got Robert Trujillo on bass, who's with Metallica now. Ozzy and Zakk Wylde. I mean, that already is a super group,
But
you know.
That's not a super group. That's the musicians that Ozzy hired to come play with him. A super group would be like, why am I blanking now?
Chickenfoot.
Damn
mean,
Yankees.
Yeah, Damn Yankees would be considered.
Kotzen and
Damn
Steel
Nation.
Panther.
But yeah, I mean, like you're taking members from other projects that are already famous and putting them together. So
fine.
Oh,
Russ
I don't
Parrish.
think there's not a right answer to this.
yeah,
question.
there's not a right answer.
It's like naming the greatest guitar ever. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You can have a list. You can rank them, but it means nothing.
Yeah.
Well, if you ask my grandfather,
Well,
I can tell you what he'd tell you. Say, boy, you just need yourself a Fender Stratocaster, a Fender Twin, and a Ibanez TS9. That's all you need, according to him. Love you, Grandpa. Rest your soul.
Oh man, to put a super group together, like, because I mean it'd be different. It'd be different for lineups for different genres of stuff.
I agree.
Yeah, like, because I mean the Traveling Wilburys would be a super group, but like a brilliant super group.
Yeah. Was that Dylan, Petty?
No, I don't. Was Dylan in it? I know it's George Harrison, Tom Petty.
Yeah, I
Roy
think Dylan was in
Orbison.
it too. Or was it Roy Orbison? I'm thinking of what? Dylan might have been in there for a little bit or something.
Oh my God, how
I
am
could
I
be wrong,
blanking
but
on this?
I think it is Roy Orbison though, and you're right with Harrison.
The Traveling Wilburys. Did I say the Wild Wilburys or did I say the Traveling Wilburys?
I guess in my head I just fixed your.
The Wild Thornberries?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head. So, oh, you're right. We were both right. It's Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, Roy Orbison, and Tom Petty. And Jeff Lynne is of ELO, Electric Light Orchestra fame. So.
Good old ELO.
Yep. So the Traveling Wilburys were a technical supergroup, and they were fantastic. But for that genre, see, like, if I was to put a supergroup together, I think I'd take Phil Collins, Sting, Paul McCartney, and well, that'd be putting two bass players in a band. Paul could play keys, and he plays guitar too. So, who would be the fourth? We need a guitar player.
Well, then do you have two guitar players? Do you have rhythm and lead? Do you do like a?
Well, Paul could do rhythm, and he could do lead. But I mean, like, he's a true multi-instrumentalist, and Phil Collins is a multi-instrumentalist. Multi-instrumentalist. Wow. Sting is the only one who, like, he can play guitar, but he's primarily a bass player and a singer, and that's it. So.
What happens if we take the Stones and just put Paul McCartney in there?
Well, okay, so one of the best things that I ever heard was that there's a supergroup that should be started because you've got the lead singer and the guitar player of The Who. Those are the only two left alive from the original group. And you've got the bass player and the drummer from the Beatles. And you've got Ringo and Paul, and you should put those four together and call them the Hoodles. I did not come up with that name, but that's what I heard.
I feel like you did, but
Nope,
okay.
not my name. I won't. I'd claim that if that was my name.
Dude, the Hoodles sounds like something on Nick Jr.
Right?
We are the Hoodles. Come on, let's play. That sounded fucking creepy. All right.
But yeah, fuck, who would be the guitar player? I'm gonna keep thinking about that.
We had
Please
Phil
do.
Collins. You had Sting.
Phil Collins, Sting, Paul McCartney. That's like this. If I was putting like a super group together, these would be the three that I'd put the. Steve Lukather. There you go.
From Tutu?
Do you mean Toto? Let's.
Had to say
yeah.
it.
In France,
Hey, dude.
in France, it's pronounced Tutu.
Tutu. Hey, dude, guess who's playing here on July 2nd? July 2nd.
Who?
Brandon Temple, dude.
Oh, the Temple Underground.
Yeah.
Dude, go see it. If you,
Yeah.
oh my God, that is a phenomenal band. Also, because
like to
Brandon is
see.
just a fucking phenomenal drummer.
Yeah.
I want to get
Dude,
him on the podcast. That guy's got stories.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like he played like one. I think we tried him out for Drum Jam
He would not fit in with. Well, he could, but he's.
I think he did one practice, possibly. Before I talk too much, let me make sure I'm thinking of the same person.
I'd be surprised if he would even have entertained that, because I mean, by the time Drum Jam was around, I mean, he was playing with like Shaka Khan and a slew of other people. So I don't know. But then again, I mean,
you know what? I think I might be thinking of someone else.
Okay.
Brann. Is it Brandon? Brann.
Yeah, Brandon Temple.
Brandon.
Brannon. No D.
Okay. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
Okay.
Never mind.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean,
I'm excited.
He's a phenomenal drummer. Go see him.
Okay.
And his band.
What is it, like soul, funk? What kind of music is it?
Funk.
Because 5 Spot usually does that kind of stuff.
Funk, R&B, soul. He runs a gamut of a lot of things. So.
Okay. Right on. Well, if I'm in town.
But it's like he's one of those groups that's like a true like musicians group kind of a thing.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Are you like tight with him? Like,
no, I wouldn't say that we're like close, but like, yeah, we know each other.
Okay,
so
right on.
I've done several. Okay. I've worked several things with him on it.
What, like, if I go to the show and go meet him after, can I say like, hey, I'm buddies with Robin Mordecai?
Yeah.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he's a sweetheart of a man.
Sweet.
But yeah, he's playing with the Peterson brothers too here in Austin.
Righteous.
So if you don't know the Peterson brothers, we'll get them on the podcast at some point. But they are two phenomenal, talented brothers here from Austin who play the blues and rock and roll. So,
dude, speaking of Austin musicians, what's going on with the Pumas?
Besides them getting everything that they deserve, those guys are amazing.
Are they blowing up?
Yeah, dude. They played. God, I want to say 4 or 5 sold out nights in a row at Stubbs.
Wow. Outdoor Stubbs?
Yeah, outdoor Stubbs. I think it was something like 4 or 5 nights. It may have been like 2 or 3, but I think it was like 4 or 5.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'd exaggerate the number.
Wow.
Make it look cool.
Oh, I don't think we need to exaggerate it.
Robin, like and maybe you'll agree with me. Like, I'm honored that I got to play the backyard before it moved. I'm honored that I got to play ACL live. I'm honored that I got to play ACL, the festival. But dude, I really want to play Stubbs
oh my God.
Outdoor.
I want to play.
I want to play it. I just feel like that and the Irwin Center are two, like, I don't know. There's something special about those.
I want to play the Paramount.
And I'm sad that. Sure. Yeah, that's another great venue for sure.
Stubbs looked like a great venue.
It's so cool, man. And I know it only holds like 1,500, but it is just magical, dude. I've seen some great shows. I saw Slash at Stubbs.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen a bad show at Stubbs.
I don't know how you could, honestly.
Yeah. Dude,
it's just one of those, like, it looks like one of those venues where it's like.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it's owned by C3.
5 nights at Stubbs.
Wow, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, C3 has their shit together, man. So, of course, they're going to have great artists.
I saw Ben Folds there. And hands down to this day, one of the best live performances I've ever seen. And it was just him and his piano. And he, like, composed...
He didn't have a chair or anything? It was just him and his piano?
Just him and his piano. Stood the whole night.
Impressive.
But
no clothes.
Yeah, nothing. Just him and the piano.
He played from the inside.
Yeah. Didn't touch the keys so much. Didn't really use his hands all that much. But it was still amazing. So there's a famous video that of Ben Folds where he's singing a song called Roof Man. That's from this Stubbs show where this guy like climbed. So there's like this little roof over to the left of the stage. And some guy like climbed up on the roof while Ben was like composing a song. Like he composes songs live. And so he's composing a song and he like looks over and he's like, dude, what are you doing? The guy's like, just want a better view. So he's like, okay, I've got a song. And he starts singing it and he broke the crowd into 3 sections and had us all sing these different parts, these harmonized parts.
Did everyone pull it off?
Oh, it pulled it off and it was great. So you've got like 3-part
really
harmonies
cool.
singing the words Roof Man like over and over. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
What were the 3 harmonies? Like,
Oh, I don't
how does
remember.
Roofman go? Like,
I don't remember.
Roofman,
No.
Roofman,
It was-
Roofman,
No, it was like long. It was like a long, like it was like drawn out. So it was like, Roofman, like something like that. But it was broken, and it was actually a minor chord that we were hitting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I mean, dude, people can barely. Some people can't clap on the 2 and 4. So the fact that he pulled off harmonies
Yeah.
with 3 sections of the crowd, that's incredible.
So it was a really, really cool show, and I saw Jamie Cullum there. That was an amazing show. Trying to think, I've seen a lot of shows there. I saw Paramore there. That was great.
Dude, I stood in line for Paramore during South by Southwest outside of the Bell. What's the thing
Belmont?
like in between? Yes, in between Dirty Sixth and West Sixth.
36. Oh yeah.
Like,
I know what you're talking
the
about.
Belmont.
Yeah, the Belmont. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
cool.
I'll come back to that. I have a funny story about the Belmont.
I mean, long story short, I waited in line for like an hour, 2 hours to see Paramore, and I got in there and I watched like 2 songs, and I was so tired that I just left.
Oh man.
That's the end of my story.
Did you have a
Okay,
5-hour energy?
Yeah, you should have
What's
taken a
that?
5-hour energy, man.
Did you have
I should have
5-hour
taken a
energy.
1.25 hour energy is what I
Yeah.
should have done.
Um,
What were we gonna say, Robin? What did you do
have I told
at the Belmont?
the Prince story from the Belmont? I may have told it on the Daniel show when Daniel was on here the second time.
Tell it
Okay.
again, because I don't remember it.
So before my dad, well, during the time that my dad was booking Eddie V's and all that kind of stuff, before it had grown to what it is now, he was still doing, private contracting for parties and whatnot. And so there's a party, an events coordinator here in Austin who hires him out to book bands and whatnot. And so for the private events that she's hired to put on. And so, I mean, he's booked everybody from like Etta James to Hall & Oates to Prince to all this stuff. And so, this guy wanted Prince for his party, and Dad's like, yeah, okay, sure. So he calls up whoever he needs to call or emails whoever he needs to email, and they give him a price, goes back to the guy, goes, okay, this is what it's going to cost. All right. Guy goes, cool, we'll do it. So it was like a large amount of money for like 45-minute set. And so Prince gets to the venue, looks around, looks at the stage, and if you've been to the Belmont...
What year is this?
God, it's early 2000s, I believe.
Cool, just curious.
And he looks at the stage, and if you've been to the Belmont, you walk into the Belmont, the stage is in the back of the place against a big, huge, like, cinder block wall, and on the other side of the wall is the alley. And so Prince looks at it and points at the middle of the stage and goes, I want to enter right there. So this guy ends up paying more money to have the wall knocked out in the middle of in the back of the stage so that he can enter right there. And then he had to pay to have it, like, put back. Also, on Prince's rider, it doesn't ask for green rooms, it asks for purple rooms. Obviously.
That's wonderful. Did they end up doing it?
Yeah.
They knocked down a retaining wall and then put it back up.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Dude, people with that much that kind
good
of
for
money,
him, man.
yeah,
That's great.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my rider. Like, I want her there.
I want to hit her right there.
You know you made it when they knock out a brick wall for you.
If you want to see a great story about Prince, look up Kevin Smith's story.
Oh, dude, at the college,
Yeah,
where he's telling the story about the time that Prince called him to do a documentary for him.
Yeah,
dude, that is one of the funniest and greatest 30 minutes of my life.
Yes,
I've watched it 4 or 5 times, and it never gets old.
It always cracks me up. And he's
it's hard to find.
Yeah, because
sometimes it'll stay on YouTube and it'll be broken into 3 parts.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find the whole thing.
I may or may not have watched almost almost 3/4 of that thing on TikTok. Someone broke it into 3-minute videos on TikTok, and I just kept scrolling up to watch it.
Good. That's wonderful. It's hysterical. If y'all are Kevin Smith fans or Prince fans or both, definitely just type onto the YouTube Kevin Smith Prince story. and it's about 30 minutes long, and it is hysterical. And I learned so much about Prince listening to that story.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pause this.
I need to listen. I gotta find that now.
Okay, I'm for those watching, I am posting this in the chat right now.
This is the
It's part 1 of 4, so you'll have to.
will bond.
It should.
Oh, you found it on the YouTube.
This is the
found
kitchen where the new boyfriend will unofficially become family. These are the verbal vacation.
Part 1. So I am copying it and pasting it in the comment section. Part 1 of 4. Knock yourselves out. I will not be offended if you decide to go watch that instead of us.
I will.
They will. I won't. I understand.
You're making our numbers go down. Hey, do we have any questions or any watchers, or are we alone right now? What's going on?
We got 3 people. We got 3 people watching.
Nice.
We had
Your parents, Tosh, and my parents.
and
Hell
Molly,
yeah.
my girlfriend.
And well,
The
that's
one,
4.
but my parents are probably not watching right now because my dad is out in California opening the new Eddie V's in El Segundo, and mom is probably doing other work that needs to be done. So Tosh,
Molly, hi Molly, Tosh, and my parents.
Yes.
What's up, Mom and Dad? How y'all doing?
Another person in the chat that I am. God, I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm pretty positive it's pronounced Jacques. But I could be wrong. It's French. I know that.
However it's pronounced, hello and thank you for being here, my friend.
Yep. And they put up a suggestion for the supergroup, Mike Portnoy, which I applaud. I applaud you.
Yeah.
He's actually technically in a supergroup. He is in Winery Dogs, which is
that. When I said Kotzen, I was referring to Winery Dogs.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Kotzen, dude, what's that band? And you were like, I'm gonna change the subject because I'm Robin.
Fuck off.
Wasn't I can't think.
Billy Sheehan.
Yep, that's where I was going with.
Dude, there was a video floating around Facebook like a week or 2 ago. It was Billy Sheehan, Ray Luzier from Korn,
Yes.
and Phil X from. Dude, they were playing in the downtown Franklin Square, just jamming.
Yeah.
Like the public could have just went up there, and I was just like, only in Nashville.
Fuck.
Talk about a super group.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, I should have shown up. But...
Well, and the cool thing I think that for our world is that when we put a super group together, yeah, our super groups are a little more obscure because we know the members. We don't know we know more than just the famous member of the group.
Sure.
So
would I be in your super group, Robin? That's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd be in my own super group. So no.
Touche.
If I was putting an 80s hair metal super group together, abso-fucking-lutely. It'd be like you and
George Lynch.
No.
Or
it'd be the guy from it'd be
Duel.
Zach, the dude from White Lion.
Mike Tramp. Vito.
Yeah, Vito.
James Lomenzo.
Vito brought up.
We only talk about him every podcast.
I know. That's why I said that guy from White Lion.
Dude.
There was 4 of them, Robin. They all have names.
I don't know White Lion the way that you do.
Sorry.
I know.
TJ, we don't have tattoos of White Lion, okay?
Yeah. I only have one tattoo. And,
maybe the album came out after the tattoo.
If you had that tattoo and then the album came out, I would be impressed. Mostly because you had a tattoo at like what, 1?
Did you say a 2? Mainly because you had a 2 before.
Yeah, a tattoo at 1 years old.
Maybe he did.
So, bit of random trivia that I learned today. So, for those of you that have looked in... side note, sidetracked here. Tosh says that Jacques went to TJ in school with you.
Oh, I know that Jock.
Yeah.
What's up, Jock? I didn't know it was that Jock.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I do know.
But
Jock,
I pronounced it right. It is Jacques.
It is.
Okay, good.
At least that's what I called him.
J-A-C-H?
Jacquees.
Q-U-E. Yeah.
Very good, Robin, because I would have been like Joaquez. but it's Jacques.
Jacques.
Jacques? Yeah, it's Jacques.
Dude, that's wonderful. Good job, dude.
So back to what I was saying. And I want to look this up before I get served on this again.
I love that you have trivia for us and you have to look it up.
Well, because it was one of those things where I started to think about it and I'm like, I want to make sure that I'm correct on this because
Usually you have an answer and then you go,
wait.
You can fact check me.
Well, because I keep getting fact checked and I keep being wrong all of a sudden. It's just like, oh, fuck.
Like how there's like 7 hockey pucks in double overtime of hockey.
Okay, in my defense on that one, when I first saw that I couldn't find anything to prove that wasn't true when I looked it up. Now I also didn't dig very far because I really didn't want to. I wanted that to be true. So
I mean, that'd be intense.
Okay,
it'd be fun.
I am, according to what I'm looking at right now. I'm wrong again already.
Keep talking.
I love trivia of the day.
Was any of y'all born in April or May?
No, but
you know our birthdays.
Can I give a shout out to someone?
Okay.
Go for it.
I want to give a shout out to Tim Venerosa from Venerosa's Bread.
Oh yeah, dude, that looked delicious.
Dude, it's amazing, dude. My buddy Tim, who's probably my favorite rock guitarist, him and Tyler Slauson, 2 of my favorite rock guitarists in Nashville. Amazing players, amazing dudes, killer tone from both of them. But anyway, Tim started a little side hustle, making bread, and he invited me over yesterday, and he showed me the bread that he was like, I don't want to say mimicking, but like the bread that inspired him from New York, that's like made in a 150-year-old brick oven. And then he showed me his. I preferred his, and I'm not just saying that. He makes an incredible, just Italian bread. 4 ingredients: water, yeast, salt, and flour. That's it.
What is water?
And that's what you drink.
Water?
I don't even like you. Anyway, so Venerosa's Bread. Find him on Instagram or whatever. He's gonna start a handle soon, but just type in Tim Venerosa. Hit him up if you're in Nashville, and he's taking orders. But yeah, I made French toast out of it today, and it was awesome. And tonight I'm gonna make a rosé sauce with a little bit of tomato sauce and some Alfredo sauce, and I got that from my father.
Alfredo.
It's one of my favorite stories, man. We were either at like Olive Garden or I don't know, either Olive Garden or Macaroni Grill or something, and
I used to love macaroni.
he said, I'll have the fettuccine Alfredo. I said, Dad, don't you mean Alfredo? That's what I said, boy, Alfredo. So I call it Alfredo now. And love you, Pop. I love you, Mama. I hope y'all are listening and enjoying yourselves. But anyway, yes, the bread at Venerosa's is absolutely incredible. And tonight I'm gonna heat some up and dip it into rosé sauce. It's gonna be great.
It sounds delicious. I feel like I'm gaining weight just listening to you talk.
I mean, dude, it's only 4 ingredients. How bad can it be for you?
It depends on how much of each ingredient, I guess.
It also depends on how much you eat. If you have like 1 slice with, that's fine. But if you eat the whole thing.
No, well, I'll probably have like 3 little half-inch nooks of it.
Okay. I mean, that looked like a pretty good sizable piece of bread.
I mean, it's bigger than my hands for sure.
I like good bread. Hey, shout out to you, Zach, for that band selection.
Oh, yeah.
You showed us.
Dude, is that
I
song,
couldn't find
like,
him right
where
away.
has this been all my life?
Dude, I rocked it at the gym this morning.
Bro, y'all, Bullet to My Heart by a band called Stardust. They're a newer band. That album was released in 2020.
And it looks like they're from Hungary.
Okay, is that...
Hungry? What?
I don't want to sound stupid, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
There's no such thing as a dumb question, Zach.
No, there is, because when I
The
say
only
crap
thing
like
that's dumb is Robin's
1985,
trivia.
it never leave it down. So.
And
No,
my
but I
trivia,
couldn't
my
find that
trivia
band at
wasn't
first.
my trivia wasn't dumb. The page that I looked at just had the wrong date on it. Like, so it said that during like September, October, and November, the most popular book in the United States in 1989 was a book called the Satanic Verses, which I thought was just hilarious. It's a novel. Okay, first of all, it's a novel. Don't wrinkle your nose. It's actually a really good novel. But yeah, and then when I actually like went and looked at the bestsellers list for New York, the New York Times bestsellers list, they had the dates wrong. That book was up back in like April and May, and yours was A Clear and Present Danger, and mine was a book called Daddy. I don't know what that is, but
Who's your daddy, boy?
yeah, right.
I think that's a line from Satanic Verses.
Actually, that book, the gentleman who wrote it, he had what's called a futwa, which is like basically a kill order put on him by I believe one of the Islamic groups, so that basically if he couldn't leave and go back home for a long time because they'd kill him if he did. Because of
Why are you laughing? That's horrible. Is
Because
this a fictional?
No. Like, the guy who actually wrote the book had a hit basically put out on him, and it's been rescinded since then. But yeah.
Where does he live?
Where does he live? I believe he lives in England.
Damn,
So
love that chord.
it's a great chord. He
You know,
lives in the
where
United Kingdom right now. So
Dude, there's a movie I've been wanting to see about the dude. Oh my gosh, it's the guy who outed the U.S. like Secret Service and
Snowden.
like. Yes, there's a documentary I've been wanting to see.
I didn't know there was a documentary coming out on him.
Yeah,
We are
it's
tiptoeing
called-
very close to our one rule, by the way. So
Are we?
Snowden, that's political.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Okay.
dude, he outed
I-
he outed the NSA during the Obama administration. It's
Okay, then we won't talk about it. But it's called. Do you want to know what it's called?
yes, I still want to watch it, even though we don't talk about that on here. But I still want to watch
called,
it.
It's called Snowden.
Snowden.
It's called Snowden.
That's probably going to be a really interesting documentary.
Starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, he would actually play Snowden very well.
They already did a movie with that.
Oh, I didn't know. That's how
Oh, yeah.
much I've not kept up.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. I learned something new today.
That is trivia.
That's trivia. There you
Your
go.
fact of the day.
Your fact of the day. Joseph Gordon-Levitt played Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden? Eric Snowden? Edward Snowden. Yes, Zach, I got your text message. We'll wrap it up soon.
I haven't looked.
For those of you wondering, that's how we communicate with each other.
Oh, I got a YouTube notification that we should watch live. Day 38 in Rock Detention Podcast.
There you go.
Did you just call me out on live television?
Technically, we're not on TV. We're live on YouTube.
Well,
I mean, it's close to TV. It should be TV. We should be prime television. I mean, because this is
in
Like
60s.
Amazon Prime or
I'd take an
actual
Amazon Prime.
television?
yeah. I'd take an Amazon Prime deal. I'd sell my soul for that.
Well, okay.
Do I want to
Let's
get?
not go
Can I
Rob-
get a
let's not-
Hulu
let's-
deal just because I love Hulu?
Let's not go any Robert Johnson on us here.
Yeah. Do I want to? Hey, good reference.
Ah.
Yeah. That's true. Now that more that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I don't think I'd sell my soul to Amazon. Same thing. I wouldn't touch Google. And I know, I get it. We're not gonna have any Google people on here, and I'm fine with it.
Well, no, not anymore.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but Hulu. I'd love to have a Hulu special.
Hulu or Netflix? Absolutely.
62 more episodes, and we were technically syndicated. You know what I mean? 100 episodes. That's how you get syndicated.
Dude.
I thought syndicate. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought syndication was basically that you get picked up for like you basically get put into reruns on another channel.
Yeah, but I think maybe I'm wrong too. But there was like a qualification. It was like 100 episodes, and then you were syndicated because you made it to 100.
What qualifies for syndication? I'm gonna just ask it. A show usually enters off-network syndication when it has built up about 4 seasons worth, or between 80 to 100 episodes. Though for some genres, the number could be as low as 65. Successful shows in syndication can cover production costs and make a profit, even if the first run of the show was not profitable.
I'd love some like 33-cent checks coming every week.
Oh God!
Just like hell yeah.
I got a
extra
royalty check. Royalty check recently for $5. Also, guys, this is pretty dope. I have, where is it? I'm gonna look this up because I actually got a little. They sent me like a little plaque thingy, or not a true plaque, but so my song "Heartbreak" is now TuneCore certified.
Congrats, buddy. That's awesome, actually. Seriously.
I've reached 100 streams worldwide.
Hey, that's wonderful, dude. That's 100 more than 0. So
it just cracks me up that they sent out a thing for literally. It's only been streamed 100 times, and I'm like,
hey, and they'll probably send you another thing for 500. They'll probably send you another one for 1,000.
But I just 500 would kind of make sense to me, but 100 I was like, okay.
It'd be even better if it was like one stream and they're like,
congratulations, you got your first stream.
All right, hey, riff of the week. I messed up. Here we go. In that song.
Was that
Round and Round.
Was that Straight and Straight by Mouse?
Round and Round.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. What about this?
Van Halen.
Ain't talking about love.
Yeah. What are you?
Okay.
I was gonna let
about...
Robin answer, but.
Dude.
Robin?
Girls. Motley Crue.
Very good. There
was a point where, like, right at the very end where you hesitated there for a second, I'm going, did I just get this wrong?
What's that?
Breaking the law.
Robin?
This is Jesus Priest, Breaking the Law. I mean, I will be completely honest with you. He answered it, and I just repeated his answer. I knew it was Judas Priest, but I couldn't remember what the name of the song.
It would have been awesome if right before that, Zach and I looked each other in the eyes and knew I was going to say it wrong and see if you agreed with me.
Fuck off.
All right, last one. Sorry. Wait, I think that's it.
Down Boys, Warren?
Yes, you're right.
Nice.
All right. So, are we gonna make merch soon? Because we need merch.
Yeah.
Should we make merch soon? People in the chat,
What?
Should we make merch soon? What should we make?
What would you wear?
Yes. What would you put around? Would you put anything around your cold beverage to keep your hand from freezing?
You were gonna say something else.
I mean, I think we should make that.
What would you
it'd be
wrap your
funny,
hands around?
Because we are.
Oven mitts.
Wow, These are some complicated chords. I'm impressed.
Thanks, Mr. Vice.
I need to call him. He just retired.
Do you like that? I'm a jazz player. Huh?
Wow. I'm actually like impressed. I can't even play those chords. Not to say that I could play half the shit that you play at all, but
hey man,
sorry,
I can teach you everything I know in 69 minutes.
Let me rephrase that. I can't play like even like 3/4 of what you play. So
yes, you could. I could show you in 15 minutes everything I know.
Wow, thanks, babe. Really? You got to throw me under the bus like that?
What did she say?
She goes, hand towels that Robin can light on fire. Because she was down here 2 or 3 trips ago, I was making pasta, and when I went to go pull the noodles off, we only have one oven mitt, so I had to use a towel for the other side. And the thing was hanging down, and I forgot to turn the thing off, and it caught the towel on fire.
Way to go, pal.
So there was that. Actually burned my hand.
Did you spill the pasta like
no,
Beverly Hills Ninja when he's got
saved,
the little...
I saved the pasta. I saved it, but I burned my hand.
That's the important thing.
Yeah, pasta was... Yeah. So...
You only need one hand for pasta.
But I would also like to point out that both her and my roommate stood there watching as the towel caught fire, as I picked it up, and no one said anything. Until I was like, wow, my hand is really warm right now. Okay, that was pretty dope. That was pretty cool.
I've been saying dope a lot lately, ever since Daniel's been on the show.
Right?
Dude, everyone says dope in this town. I've been hanging out with like pop producers and whatnot. And I was like, that's dope, dude. And I'm just like, it's rad, right? I still say rad. I'm just not that cool. I just say old things, I guess. I say righteous a lot, and people pointed out, they're like, dude, you said righteous. And I'm like, yeah. Let's see here. Are we at 69 minutes? Let's see here. 38. I'll start saying the goodbyes, and then it'll be 69 by the time Robin, shoots off his, whatever those things are called. Whew! For all of you watching, thank you so much for being here. We do love you. We're very excited about everything to come. Hope you have a blessed week, and stay tuned. We got some really cool crap coming. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. TJ.
Missed you guys, and you guys too. All of you guys, everyone. Love you all.
Yeah, I missed you guys too. I feel like our chat's kind of slowed down.
Oh, we've all gotten busy.
We stopped doing a podcast, and that's what, 3 weeks ago was the last one?
Yeah, I mean, the podcast was on hiatus for a second. I had no reason to talk to y'all.
I'd like to note that we also gained a subscriber in that time.
Oh, sweet.
I don't know how many we've lost, but
I just unsubscribed and resubscribed.
Oh, fair enough. That works. Keep that confidence. But yeah, oven mitts to come soon. Other merch. Especially for Robin, I think. And dude, then yeah,
get like little corn on the cob holders.
Next week we do have a guest. It would appear in do we hint at anything? Do we say it?
Yeah.
Another
who is it?
Mr. Dave Moody of Hairball, the frontman of all frontmans in that band, because he's more than one frontman. But we'll talk more about that as we go. Anyways, that's all I got. Over to you, Robin.
Yeah, this has been fun. Those are fully automatic Nerf guns in the corner. Class dismissed.
I wanted to blow. Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Is this thing still on?
I mean, yeah. It was that you kind of cut it short. Come on, you can last longer than that. He just puts the guitar down. Oh, we're still going. Okay. Yeah. Bye.